Hello everyone, you're looking at two completed panels in my basement and I'm going to show you how to make these. First off, I got a JPEG made up in Photoshop using the ChromaDepth theory, and to show you the finished panel I got pretty close. So here's how I did it. Here's those JPEGs printed out that I use all the time when I was painting. I would refer back to it, but I converted it into a black and white picture, and that is loaded on my computer. And my computer is attached to a projector. Now you could also use an overhead projector with transparencies, but either way, it's an old technique to take a small image and blast it into the 6-foot by 8-foot wall panel. While I'm working like a crazy woman, I am showing you the first coat of gesso being put on my landscape fabric wall panel. And the gesso, that's an artist technique. It's what you use to prepare a canvas to get ready for painting, because it'll keep your expensive fluorescent paint by being sucked into the fabric. And so I'm doing the first coat, and I do the subject matter first and then the background, because when I'm really up close to this, it's hard to tell when the subject ends and the background begins. Now, landscape fabric I love because it's cheap and it's light. Okay, next step is to put a second coat of gesso on. And if you look to my left, you'll see two wall panels that have its second coat already put on. So it makes a big difference. The third coat is a little different. I took that black and white image and I expanded the white area of the subject. So when I do the third coat, I'll have a little bit of gesso for the paint to show so I can get some color shading in. To help me out, just, it's hard to tell where the shadowing is. And so I'll use this plain piece of paper to help me out. And so, using this as a reference, I just start painting. This is what that panel looks like with the third coat done. And I also will cut this clip so I can show you how easy these wall panels are to move if I don't step on it. So when I get done with the panel, I'll just push it off to the side, let it dry, and work on the next panel. I call this step color blocking. It's the first hit I do with my fluorescent paint. And it's just like doing a coloring book. You first outline the outside edge and then you fill it in. Very easy, very fast. I'm painting in black light here because I'm using a white paint I can't tell under normal light. So you're going to find that sometimes it works to paint under black light, and sometimes it works better to paint under regular light. This is the second coat, and as you can tell, you definitely need more than one coat of paint. I want to show you something because this is something I have to determine as you do it. So let me turn on the black lights. What I'm seeing is that I'm still going to need some more coverage of the red. It still looks a little splotchy. Same thing with this yellow here. Ditto on this panel. Not so bad with this one. This one got a little bit better coverage. This orange. The blue looks pretty good. I think 2 coats is fine for that. Maybe even the purple's fine. But I'll go in with a third and just see what kind of difference we make. Yep, 3 coats is definitely needed. That yellow, in fact, needed 4 coats. So this is where you decide, how many more coats do I need? This is up to you. I'm going to be coming in, looking at my drawing, and seeing where I have to put in all of the detail lines to help define the panel. And in this panel, I've already started doing that. It's not quite done. But the barrels are starting to get detailed now, and I'll finish up with the barrels, and then maybe come back in and just do any fine touch-up. I'm liking how it's looking so far. What's nice about the ChromaDepth is this black really helps make it pop away from the other colors. Now the airbrush that I'm going to be using, this is an Iwata HPBH. I hope I'm saying Iwata right. Anyway, it's for finer details, perfect for this black line drawing that I'm doing. I've been using an Iwata Eclipse HB that holds a boatload of paint. So this one's a bit more slower going. And if you have a different airbrush that has a larger capacity with a cat, that's probably better. I gotta keep reminding myself to keep this level. So you just outline, and I refer to my JPEG image sometimes when I get a little confused on where those lines are. But I outline, and then I shade, and I'm shading right here. So outline and shade. And the shading helps give your subject a rounded appearance, more 3D even without the use of glasses. Excited to have hit this stage. I've got the color blocking done, the outlining is done, and now I can come in and add those elements that really give these panels that 3D punch. I'm going to be doing this under black light, probably with my 3D glasses on a lot, just to kind of keep looking at it and going, what other thing does it need to really make this thing pop? Also referring to my original drawings, because there are some elements I haven't been able to put in yet, like the fuzziness of the lightning or the electricity on his tail. Really making these the 3D goopy looking toxic stuff. So this is going to be a lot of fun. This final step is just chaotic. I have all of my paint colors ready to go for my airbrush, and I'm looking at that picture and I'm like, what elements is missing on my panels? And I'll just try different colors and try different things. I put more green on the yellow. I mess around a lot with the tail in this picture. I think I let the camera run for like an hour. That's why I'm moving so fast. But you can see, they're little changes, but they really add a big impact. And so I'm doing this all the time with my 3D glasses on, so I can keep comparing. Okay, did that help? Did that look better? And I just kept at it. I added a little red splotches to the snake to add more kind of character to him. The background I actually made darker. As you can see, I'm doing that right now because it helps the subject matter stand out even more. And you just kind of keep coming back and forth with different colors. Well, here it is under regular light, which isn't half as impressive. Well, ta-da! This is the slideshow of the finished 8 wall panels that I've done in this tutorial. This is in order of what the kids are going to see as they walk through my haunt. The first area are these robot zombies busting through walls. And then they go through a couple of other rooms that I already painted last year. And then this new room, which is mechanical snakes. And I think they turned out pretty good. I hope the kids love them. And if you have any questions about how to do this, leave a comment. I check back here often, so I'll get that answered as soon as I can. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I had a lot of fun putting it together for you. And take care. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.